Welcome in our live trading room. Let's start with quick risk warning. Our live trading room has educational purpose only. Trading FX on margin carries a high level of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. You can sustain a loss of some, all, or even more than your initial investment. Please do not invest the money that you cannot afford to lose. Yeah, as usual, first Friday of the month, big day, non-farm payrolls day, right? Here is the link to Wall Street Journal, what to expect or what to watch for. Evil is in detail, so it's going to be important. So not only number, but the quality is going to be important, but we would say as usual. Okay, guys, let's start with good thing. And the good thing is that Aussie Kiwi broke down below the visible support we mentioned yesterday, right? Here, previously it was some kind of the resistance. I mean here. So we took partial profit around 107.25 plus spread, right? So depends on the spread you had. So it was around, depends on the spread you have with your broker. It was up to 0740. Now we are trying to make the breakdown. Hopefully we will be able to close the day below that level, 107.20. Then we've got the chance to move towards our final target, 106.40, 106.50. Okay. And I wouldn't be surprised, here is our target, but I wouldn't be surprised to see lower end of this whole range. So I wouldn't be surprised to see prices even lower and make the breakdown. I saw few different analyses from few different investment banks, and mostly they were expecting breakout instead of breakdown. So based on the contrarian view, I wouldn't be surprised to see breakdown. Anyway, from our point of view, important is to hit 106.40. If we are going to close the day above previous support, above 107.20, then most probably we are going to close. We will decide to close remaining 50% of this short. Okay, so that's really great trade. Okay, so that's the Aussie Kiwi. Let's start. We have 55 minutes. Let's start briefly with indices, because it could help us to understand what's going on the indices. It could help us to trade some currency pair, like especially JPY crosses. Okay, so let's take a look on the indices first, briefly, and again, within the big picture, some can see potential head and shoulders, neckline, blah blah blah. Okay, let's forget about the head and shoulders. Let's forget about the head and shoulders. The thing is with Nasdaq, that's the daily. more or less. That was the one moment. That was the first. We moved down strongly, pull back. So this one, okay. That's the line. Now, guys, the important thing here is the last move to the downside here. Okay? This last move to the downside here. As of now, it's nothing more than pullback, and we can continue to the downside. But as I wrote yesterday evening after the US close, for me it looks like, I know that there is plenty of comments every time we are awaiting non-farm payrolls. There is plenty of comments to be or not to be, whatever. But looks for me, based on Nasdaq, and it's going to be similar on Dow Jones and S&P 500, that it could be to be or not to be, to make the final breakout, to catch the momentum and push the prices much higher. Okay, so now what I'm talking about, as I mentioned, forget about the head and shoulders and stuff like this as of now. Let's make the easiest thing on the earth. That could be, that was the previous support. We make false break to the downside, and we immediately rejected the move and we went higher, short covering, whatever we want to call it. So for me, that's the resistance, and looks like not only for me. Supply, supply. Now there is a few things. If we are going to close above that level, that is going to be the breakout of this resistance, so we can easily make the measure of the move down and put it to the upside. Okay, let's do this. So we did it. So that's the move to the downside. Okay, from here, yeah, more or less. Then we can put it higher, and if everything will be as bulls want, then I would say that's our target around 3776.75, something like, maybe slightly higher. That's the target for bulls on Nasdaq, as long as we are going to be above this level. Huge distance is a daily chart. We had some volatility on the stock, so distance to the stop is quite wide. Okay. So that's the positive scenario. That's the positive scenario. Now, we have to discuss a few more things. If we are going to see good numbers, so the first reaction could be to the upside, right? Then the guys will go into details. It will take a few minutes or longer. So what we could see, look guys, we start from here. Second, okay, let's build the atmosphere. Second, now we took out this support previous resistance on this move from here. Okay. Next, we had this breakdown, pullback, continuation. Okay. So what does it mean? It means that this low confirmed this high. Okay. Next. What else? It means that we do have nice selling zone. Okay. Means that that's the selling zone. Remember that trend line is a selling or supply zone as well. So I wouldn't be surprised to see the first reaction here, or supply zone, some stops hunting, whatever, to make it as a third attempt into the trend line. Strong rejections to the downside. Okay. So really today, for me, it could be very important day. Of course, if we are going to have good number, then most probably we are going to make the run hunting the stops. That's going to be support corresponded with this trend line. Make it pull back and make this move here. Okay. So I'm going to watch indices today and next week, because from current level to the supply zone is like 45 pips, 45 points, right? So it's 1.5%. We can easily hit today. So guys, that's going to be for me interested level today. Okay. So everything should decide around this area. What a windy day here in Cyprus today. Anyway, now quickly, just to have a time to go through some currency crosses. Dow Jones. Visible resistance, no doubt about it. On daily. No doubt about it. That's possible that if we are going to have bad number, then we are going to move towards 20 daily moving average, so it's like 200, it's like 100 points down. So it could happen immediately. So most probably we are not going to have a chance to join the move. Maybe some pullback and then bam, lower, okay? But again, what if the first initial knee-jerk reaction is going to be to the upside because of the number, then details are going to be worse. Okay, why did I take those two particular points? Because the move down from here took out this demand. From here, the truth is that nothing happened. And from here, we took out this demand here, okay? So this point, not this one, and this point for me. So it's giving me, some of you should remember the similar rising line on euro dollar. And it's 100 points higher, so it's around percent higher, 0.8% higher. Number one, number two, number three. Okay? So, as I wrote yesterday, we are ready to make the breakout, but we are also ready to hunt some stops before real move to the downside will happen. So I'm looking to sell both Nasdaq, Dow Jones. I'm looking to sell, but also I'm not going to trade against the market if we are going to see the breakout, pullback, broken resistance should work as support, and continuation. Then I'm going to join Nasdaq as I've shown you to the upside, right? So I'm ready to trade both sides on indices. I'm ready to trade both sides on indices. Okay, but first, of course, we are going to see the numbers, but I also would like to see some kind of the price action around that levels. Okay, so that's Dow Jones. Let me switch to Nasdaq. Okay. Now euro dollar, guys, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed, right? Since our last meeting, nothing has changed. Based on our plan, we should be long with the stop below this area. Why? I'm not long. I'm trying not to trade few hours before the payrolls. But based on the plan overall, most probably we are going to miss that. I'm going to miss the trade if it's going to be the move to the upside. But what I'm waiting for on euro dollar and 39.20 or slightly below, definitely you should take some profit if you are long, right? Because again, we are on this trend line trying to hold, so that's the good point to be long on euro dollar. And also remember the measure we made based on some intraday action. We should hit that level, this selling zone. So if we are going to have initial reaction to the upside, the guys want to the big guys want to trap the rest. Okay. So if the initial move is going to be to the upside, and we are going to have any hesitation here, I'm going to take the short. Of course, we can make the jump and with one move going straight to the upside above the selling zone, right? But I'm going to watch 39.20 to 39.70. This is wide zone, so I'm going to watch these levels for sell opportunity. Bear in mind we have ECB next week. And last few times we are going down before ECB, and after ECB words no action we went higher. So anyway, I'm looking to sell euro dollar around this area. Okay. Also, it's going to be this level as a selling zone we have on the higher time frame upper wedge line, so plenty of opportunities. So that's my idea for euro dollar. Above 38.80, above 39, I'm not looking to buy euros. Sorry, even if we are going higher, I will not be able, most probably as of now, I will not be able, based on what I can see right now, most probably I'm not going to find any good risk-reward ratio. Because we can easily turn around yeah, almost every 20 pips. Of course, if we are going to see some nice action after, and there are going to be the possibility to build the buying plan, then yeah. But what shall we do if really euro will strengthen, right? What shall we do? Then, instead of euro dollar, we can try to use euro British pound. We will get back to the pound dollar within the second. Would you like to trade euro from the long side? Then euro British pound or euro Swiss franc could be the case. Now, what I'm talking about, still we are above the channel, right? Bulls fighting like the life depends on this trade. So in that case, I would rather join, as we are still above. So one could argue that it's a bullish flag. We are above. So we got a chance to go higher. Because this move here took out supply, 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 plenty of supply. The move back could be as a retest, still retest. It's longer than should be, but we could see reaction to the upside from here. Okay, so how can we join? Let's switch to 1 hour chart. Where we saw previous strength, here. Why we think it was the previous strength? We took supply, okay? That was the previous strength. Means that the place we start the move to the upside, especially when we broke down here, should work as good resistance. And again, we took out plenty of supplies here, right? We move up, we consolidate, and we try it again. For me, as of now, looks like bulls have small delay, but looks like they want to continue to the upside. The only thing here for me is that we can have the trend line because the move from here, we took out this one and this one. So actually no, we should have the trend line like this maybe. One moment guys, let me take a look. That was the last move to the upside. Move from here, took this, and from here, so that's the trend line which has been broken. Pull back to support. Okay, so yes, so now yeah, from here, that was the last move to the upside. Then bam. So this low should act as resistance, but we were able to took it out. Okay, now we have lower high. Okay, let's try to have plan. So let's too steep, I would say. And maybe something like this. Yeah, we are above. Would be great to see move above 82.25. So some taking the supply here, pull back. Now support should hold continuation. Okay. So let's wait for the breakout, pullback, continuation. This type of the trade on euro pound. If you want to trade the euro from the long side before ECB. And let's get back to pound dollar. Yesterday we had slightly better than expected UK number, and when we discussed after the Fed, we get back the supply, but again we were able to hit another wall of stops and push it higher. Today looks like we are trying to get back, and we did it. Actually, we did it to the first support, so I wouldn't be surprised to see pullback 68.80, and if everything is going to be the dollar positive, that could be the idea to sell around 68.90. Okay. We made lower low, so that's the selling idea. Buying only above 68.95. So we should have this breakout trade. So this distance, it should be to the upside. On a higher time frame, 69.90 is the next resistance. So it could correspond. Oh no, even higher, because here is 68.90, 68.54, repeat 69.30. So we should hit new high, so we should hit those stops, okay? That could make sense. But if I have to, no, different, in other words, we can watch euro pound as long as euro pound is below 25, 82.25, then I would go, and you want to buy dollar, then I would like to go short euro dollar instead of British pound dollar, right? Again, if we are going to see stronger dollar overall, but euro pound will be able to rise above 25 and hold above 25, then we can try to trade short side on British pound dollar, okay? And it works opposite. If you want to sell dollar, so as long as euro pound is below 25, I would rather go long pound dollar. Then euro pound above 25, I would like to go long euro, but then in that case I will go via pound, not dollar, okay? Hopefully it's not so complicated. So, okay, we know here let's take a look on yen. As I mentioned yesterday, 102.70, 101.80. We have to decide which way. And I mentioned that's not only dollar yen. Similar situation almost everywhere. Remember Aussie yen? The same, market is waiting for final move. Very narrow, right? So we will try to go one way or another. Pound yen. We took long for a while yesterday as we saw that the momentum above, because that's the breakout here. That's the breakout. But there was no momentum. With this type of the breakout, yesterday we should at least take out this supply here. We didn't, so that's why there was no momentum. We decided to cut the trade. So today we can easily close below, and then it's going to be the sell signal. Or from here we can start strong move to the upside, right? So if you want to trade to the upside, I would say pound yen could be the one. Aussie yen and dollar yen, most probably. So now a few words about commodity currencies. So let me make one correction. I mentioned that pound yen, Aussie yen, but looks like Aussie is, if we want to compare commodity currencies, looks like Aussie is going to be weaker, got the chance to be weaker than Canadian. So maybe partially long Aussie yen and partially long Canadian yen, right? Just to slightly diversify, okay? Because looks like that's the monthly, but let's get back to, no, it was weekly. I've shown you before, daily, sorry. I've shown you before. Still supply area, and I would say that's our target, around parity. Okay, still I would say around 100 pips. So maybe some sell rallies here. We'll see. Okay. Okay, because Aussie is weaker versus Canadian and is weaker versus Kiwi, so Aussie is the weakest. Right now. Pound Canadian, new month, so let's start with monthly chart. That's the whole history I have here. Anyway, this move here, we took the supply here, starts from around this level, right? So more or less somewhere here. So we still got the chance to go slightly higher. Okay. And the last was here, so that's the next one. That's the next one. And that's the visible support on monthly. Now switch to weekly. What can we see here? Okay, it's similar like to monthly. We still got the chance to push slightly higher. Actually, not necessarily. Look here. We took out this supply and it starts here, so slightly lower on weekly. So we are right at resistance, right? Yeah, we are right at resistance. On weekly. That's the nearest support, right? Why? Because we took this one, this supply, and we start from here. So that's the demand zone, which has been tested once. Look, we went higher, but now, as of now, we were not able to push higher. So definitely something's going on pound Canadian. The question is if it's about pound or if it's about Canadian. Euro pound above 25 means that it could be all about pound. Okay, let's switch to daily. Okay. Look, that was the area, because from here we made new high, and on the pullback here we went deeply inside the area. We are trying to fight on that area 1, 2, 3 times, but finally we broke down. We moved to the upsides higher, but look guys, we are doing something like nice round top on daily. And I would say we have some sign of the weakness as we went below yesterday high. But as long as we are below the high here, I would say we got a chance. Of course, we have 20 daily here, and we have first support here. Based on this move to the downside here, right? So again, it was tested, effort to go higher, no high. So below yesterday low, it could be another sign of weakness, pound Canadian. Let's take a look on hourly. Let's take a look on hourly and what we can see here. One, two, three. Finally make it lower. Quick move to the upside, and we are again here. So it could be that below that level, or maybe below that level, yeah, that could be because we made lower low here. So yes, let's put another line. Yeah. So below this zone here, so it's 184.70 to 184.80, 10 pips, like this. I'm going to look for selling opportunity on pound CAD, okay? And it looks for me, based on the Aussie CAD chart, that Canadian is slightly stronger. There is no Yeah, that's nothing in the calendar from Canada. So yeah, we can look for selling opportunity on pound cut. But as it's end of the week, let's get back to weekly for a while. Yeah. So that's the supply on weekly, no doubt about it here, okay? Finally, we were able to push lower to test the first demand zone, bounce back. And another supply, so as long as we are below this week open and this week high, that's the chance to sell pound Canadian. We are close to resistance, but in that case, to see the strengthen in commodities currencies, we should have good US number in details to push the stocks higher, to have full risk on sentiment on the market, okay? So yeah, let's switch to hourly and let's have this chart small somewhere here. That's okay. Canadian here to see what's going on. Okay, guys, we have 10 minutes, so let's make a break, coffee break, water break, whatever, and let's have some fun around 12 minutes from now. Let's see what's the number going to be. Let's try to make some trades. Let's try to no, let's earn some pips, okay, before the weekend. So 7-minute break, maybe 8-minute break, some water, coffee, tea, only non-alcohol drinks, guys, okay, especially if you want to trade, so non-alcohol drinks. Yeah, and let's meet again next 5-7 minutes. So charts are on. I'm going to mute my microphone only, okay. Okay guys, we have less than 3 minutes, something around 2 minutes. And the expectation, the 218, the lower market expectation 155, the higher 292. Not sure if you can hear. I've got the FX squawk, so hopefully we'll get the number quickly. So let's see what's going to happen. Dollar yen trying to show above 102.50. So let's see. We got 60 seconds, guys. So. Thirty seconds. And the winner is ooh, 288. That's strong. Monster number. Okay, guys, that's monster. That's monster number. And we are testing session low on euro dollar. Still 38, guys. Okay. So pound Canadian. Let's wait a few seconds for some settlement. Dollar yen sky high. Pound yen. Whew. That's strong. That's strong. Now let's try to make some trades. Okay, pound Canadian still above here. Dollar Swiss franc, euro pound 82.14. There you go. Monster number, guys, that's monster. Whoa, whoa, look at the stocks. They even were not so close to my, what the? So for sure interest rates went higher. I mean, we most probably we got sold off on 10 years T-notes. Okay. Let's give them 5 minutes. There is a strong pullback, as you can see, on stock. But number is extreme. But the Nasdaq gave up. But it could be higher interest rates. But I thought that maybe we are going to see my levels, but looks like no. Dollar yen trying above the resistance. And definitely we have to go long with stop below. You can easily be 100 pips higher from here. The next resistance is around, yeah, nothing till 103.80, 100 points from here. But let's wait, let's see what they want to do. Sell off on DAX, on S&P, Nasdaq. Holy maloney. Unemployment rate 6.3. Monster 288,000. Previous one revised to 203 from 192. So, whew. Okay, guys. Sure. We have to risk. No, we don't have to risk. I'm going to risk with dollar yen. Okay. My stop is going to be a 39 offer, and yeah, I'm buying now some. Okay. I bought 102.85. 39 is going to be my stop, guys. Euro dollar, I'm going to sell. I'm going to sell here 38.38, 4 pips from here. I'm going to sell half position here, and I'm going to sell second half slightly higher if seen. So waiting for 38 euro dollar. Oh, they don't want to retest, then they don't want to retest. Come on, guys. Monster number, guys. If dollar will not be able to hold the ground here, so I don't know what can help them. And I'm going to add dollar yen. I'm going to add dollar yen above the high here, right? Pound Canadians hold above the zone. Now mostly algos are trading. So I'm going to add long at 103.01 bit. So I'm going to place my order right now. Euro Swiss franc. We are trying 122, so move above 22. So maybe instead of selling euro dollar, we are going to buy dollar Swiss. So market get what market was expecting. So expectations was around 220. Usually we have to add 10-15%, so another 30,250, and we get a number above. I don't know how to get this into interest rates and reaction on the stock, but guys, dollar is on the buy side right now. Okay, I'm going to leave the stock and let's focus on currencies. So quickly, dollar Swiss, and show me weekly what we have to do. Doesn't look good, but we can easily finish where, yes, last week high 88.60. Guys, I'm buying dollar Swiss franc with stop below 87.80. As we have some ECB neck, but euro can easily fall below 38. But euro Swiss, I'm observing euro Swiss, we are still around 22. So the question is, if I put my money on the good horse, right? But it's a risk, it's going to be risk on for sure. So Swiss, based on the interest rates difference, yeah, okay. It's all about the dollar, guys. So would you like to trade? So then we can join slightly pound Canadian, right? But it's all about the dollar. And looks like the Swiss is slightly weaker right now. Swiss is slightly weaker. I add something into the long dollar Swiss. So my exposure instead of 0.25 right now is 0.5. That's nice. 88.95, so something around 89. This stop here, 89.20. If we are going to take it, so then we can make a measure. It's like 150, so it's like 90.70. So this here, yeah. So that would be nice, but yeah, easy. I'm going to have another dollar yen, so yeah, for me it's enough. I'm going to have full exposure, like 1% in dollars, so something like 20-30 pips, and I'm going to reduce by half if it's going to be possible. So if I bought 25, I need like 45-55 dollar Swiss daily. 50 is some resistance. We took out here 50-55, so it's going to be around 30 pips. For me, fine. For half, of course, right? Definitely, let me take a look. One moment. Dollar yen. For sure, the 10-year T-notes, there is a sell-off on bond market, so yield is rising. If the dollar will give up today, then I don't know what can help them. We can, of course, try to retest the bottom and then start to rise. But dollar Swiss and dollar yen, I got my stop slightly below the low. So I got full position in 0.5%, risking 0.5 in dollar Swiss, and still got half my dollar yen has not been filled yet. So stocks could negatively react into the higher interest rates. But on the bottom, yeah, at the end of the day, most probably are going to be higher. Or they were waiting for a strong number to unload all those long positions. So let's see what's going to happen. Okay. Now let's take a look also. Let's try to take a look on S&P daily. Yeah, we still got the chance to go higher. So stocks very positive, but what I would like to see is silver, which has been stopped out yesterday here as an idea, right? We sent out the idea, and gold. I would say above today high. I'm going to reopen silver long. Look, guys, we were below. That's why yeah, but my offer has not been hit. I'm long gold still. Or my order is pending. One moment. No, I'm still long. So dollar Swiss looks like it was good choice. Better than euro dollar. 2206 euro Swiss. So would you like to go long euro, then go euro Swiss? So it's good that I decided to go long dollar Swiss instead of short euro dollar. And if we are going to on dollar yen, if we are not going to hold the current level and we are going to fall below 102.64 or 102.60, I'm not going to wait for stop. It could be that I'm going to decide to exit earlier, right? That's it. So that's important. The stop for me is like the last line, and especially during days like today, if any hesitation, then immediately out. 7 minutes and we should be more clever, right, within the next 7 minutes. We will have early close and we will be able to see where we are. Oh, come on, dollar yen, go higher. If we are going to break on euro dollar, if we are going to break 38, 37.80, then 37 is the next target. Right now I was thinking about selling at 38 and the high was around 35. So 3 pips. But looks like the better choice was dollar Swiss franc because euro Swiss is above 22 right now. Remember guys, pound dollar, most probably at the top of the hour, next 5 minutes, we are going to have close below 68.40, sorry, 68.50, the yellow intraday line, so it could add into the weakness on pounds. But they fighting here, and euro pound is still, where is euro pound? Oh, euro pound is testing 82. So instead of pound Canadian, so maybe euro CAD could be better choice. Okay, but definitely guys, it's a dollar day, so just I would say trading US dollar is the best way. Stocks indices, I mean futures, after initial knee-jerk reaction to the upside, now some selling off. That's interesting. It's not helping to my dollar yen. But it's still pre-market, right? They can easily make new high after the open. So all the retail guys buying into the great news and they giving them liquidity, right? So they will stop out all the retail's community and then they will go higher. Could be. I don't like action on dollar yen, so it could be that I'm going to close the trade. And especially we have sell-off just 3 minutes before full hour. Looks like we have false breakout on the stocks, but still pre-market, be careful. Euro Swiss 2205. And we testing, so it's good that I didn't add here. I'm waiting still above the high. So it could be that the market will try to show to the retail guys, okay, nothing happened, dollar is going to lose, we are going higher and we will make the fall later on. I placed the order to buy silver again. And I placed here at 1906. Yeah, but here we have Nasdaq supply. But it could be like stop hunting for all these guys who bought on the initial reaction, right? Then we will try to stop them out and we can make the final run into the new high. Or we can use the great news to unload the long positions. The sharks may want to unload their longs. So everyone today is buying. The great news, we will have a breakout, let's buy. And the big guys selling into them. So at the end of the day, we could have huge volume without new high. So that could tell us something. So maybe with stocks it's better to wait, right? To see what the plan they got. Now would be good to see higher high on dollar Swiss franc. Oh, holy maloney. Euro Swiss 2205, so still dollar Swiss long is a better choice than short euro dollar. Pound Canadian, nothing's going on. It could be on dollar yen that the first, second we could show below 102.75.70 for a while, and we can continue to the upside to clean some stops maybe. Because just first pullback, it could be that they want to make another one, right? That was nice on the pound. Push it higher to resell as we close below. But guys, euro pound is testing support and it's well below 82.10, it's 82.6. So I would say, and the euro is strengthened against Swiss franc. So it looks like Swiss franc is the weakest here in Europe right now. So our long dollar Swiss franc is the best choice as of now. But we need new high here, would be good. Let's see. That's the hourly on Nasdaq. That was the supply here. We took out this one. We still got the space to go higher. That was the supply, and we took it here, so there's some room for pullback, but as of now, I would like to see higher prices before any decision about selling, right? Now we can have this second pullback on dollar yen. So let's see that level. Definitely 70 to 75 should hold. Otherwise move back below, and that's the next one. 102.60, okay? Because we took this support on this move down, so that's the previous weakness could be current strength. So 102.60. So maybe if we are going to make a pullback to 102.60 and there are going to be some sign of strength here, so I'm going to add on dip instead of, and then I'm going to cancel my buy order above the high. Okay? Come on guys, dollar Swiss. And the nice thing is plenty of supply around here. So overall guys, that's the last range we can see on hourly, right? So yeah, above that range we have a chance for another 100 pips. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Okay, and let's see what's going to happen. At some point we can see some kind of, oh yeah, that's new high here, nice. At some point, of course, we can try to hold some support, euro dollar, dollar Swiss franc, some resistance. But at some point, I believe we are going to see the capitulation of the dollar bears. That would be great to see today before the end of the week, right? So we can see some nasty move, some dollar shorts covering whatever. That would be great to see today. But of course, guys, don't trade based on some kind. Would be great. Would be trade what you can see. Okay. That's the best. To trade what you can see. Euro pound 82.08, 82.07. Euro Swiss 22.10. So the dollar Swiss is the best choice still. And we have toward 37.80 on euro dollar. We have like 35 pips. It could represent around 50 pips on dollar Swiss franc. So it could represent the breakout on dollar Swiss above 88.55. And then euro Swiss. So if you want to go long, if you want to be long euro, so euro Swiss, that was the idea. $88.37 right now. Would be great to consolidate here for a while, wait for cash market, and then next 45 minutes we are going to have hourly close, and would be great from here to close that just 25-30 pips. Would be great to close above the range, small pullback to the range and go higher, okay? That would be the best scenario for dollar Swiss, then some kind of capitulation and some breakdown on euro dollar below 37.80 towards 37. That we could reach our target today. Again, trade what you see, not what you expect. Trade what you see. And stocks looks like it's going back to the right direction. So dollar yen get back above 102.80. Pound Canadian could be the trade. But I'm leaving some space eventually to make some I don't like the name, some scalping, but some few more intraday trades on dollar especially. So it's up to you guys. I'm not going to take that trade. I'm going to look for some additional dollar yen maybe, but I would like to see the cash market reaction. I mean, I would like to see US open. And the thing is, as I mentioned before, it's all about US dollar. Okay, most probably, guys, I'm not sure when we are, if yes, then I'm not sure when, but watch those upper range here, because if any hesitation, then definitely I'm going to take half, right? Dollar yen, If we are going to hold above, then I would say 104, maybe 103.80, 60 actually, sorry. So something around this area, some partial profit taking, right? Just to have nice weekend. Okay, guys, we get monster number. If any one of you wants to trade stocks, tricky. Maybe it's better to wait until the end of the day to see what they want to do. It could be that sell into the good news when everyone is buying, right? Everyone is buying this news. So it could happen that we are going to see sell good news on the stock. 10-year T-notes, interest rates could be important. If dollar is not going to benefit from this number, so then definitely in the mid-term dollar is going to be on the sell side. As long as we are where we are right now, looks like dollar is buying across the board. What we are waiting for, of course, if it's not going to happen, then we have run out of the position. But it's from my perspective right now, as because of the end of the week, we could have some settlements, closing positions, whatever. But at some point later today, when the liquidity is going to be lower, UK guys are going to start a long weekend as London is closed on Monday. At some point we could see short covering, short dollar covering, and that would be great because it could be nasty move. After this monster number, the move we have right now is nothing, right? We are within the broad range in euro dollar, trying to test upper range on dollar Swiss franc. But at some point, if we make the break, that could be another 100 pips. So be careful, right? But don't wait. If you have any hesitation at some point, then just close your position, right? Of course, as I'm involved, I'm going to watch the market, and if we are going to have any moves, means that I'm going to exit or I'm going to add into the position, whatever, of course I'm going to update the website, so you will have the information right away. Guys, that was the pleasure. I would like to say big thank you. I would like to wish you pleasant weekend. Be careful with the positions. Okay. We will make the update in regards to our next week meetings on our website. Yeah, so happy trading, pleasant weekend. See you next week. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.